Welcome back to Dirt Drastic. I'm Kevin.
I'm Victor.
I'm Robert.
And today with us we have a special guest.
Jebediah.
We're going to talk about the SJD Southern Nationals. First topic, guys, is the track location. This year we had it at Jay's track in
Thunderbird
RC.
Yeah.
Palestine, Texas.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of felt back. It kind of felt like what it used to when we used to spend long days at long nights at Wild Bill's. Mm-hmm. I think that's what was so different about this race. Just that whole, I guess maybe because the tents and stuff are there. If people don't know, maybe you can go a little bit of details about this whole situation because we weren't technically involved because y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit, right? You and your dad, Ronnie, right?
Yes.
Y'all used to pretty much run Wild Bill's.
Wild Bills. Yep.
How long did y'all do that, anyways?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say since I was probably 8 or 9, he ran it, and then once I got to high school at about 14, he stopped.
Yeah.
Let Dwayne take it over, and then basically once I graduated, we were right back into it.
Yeah.
So I started racing in 2017.
So for people following on with this, Wild Bill's is a special place for us because it's kind of where a lot of things kind of happened to us. I met y'all there for the first time. I never knew your name until your dad kept calling you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Robert?
I learned your name because I used to run you over.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, unfortunately, right, Wild Bill's, as like a lot of other places, shut down. I don't know for what reasons, right? It was located in Irving.
Irving, yep.
Yeah, that wasn't the best neighborhood, I would say.
No, but it's one of the best tracks.
It was one of the best tracks. I think we were very fortunate to be able to race with Nathan Dean. To this day, we had a lot of fast people.
Yeah, Nathan, Hunter,
Robert,
Trent.
There's a lot of history there. And then, yeah, so then obviously when it shut down, somehow I guess Jay.
Yeah, Jay got the driver's stand, the canopies, the tents, and all that, and
most of the tables.
And then he got the inside.
Yeah, you got the piping.
The piping on the inside.
What you see at Thunderbird it's almost everything Wild Bills, which is awesome.
No, yeah.
Which is why it brings back so many memories because it's like just like it.
Yeah. So Thunderbird is located in Palestine, which for me is about an hour, maybe.
Yeah, for me it's about 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
About
So,
the same. Yep.
and it's I would say it's on the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
So this year for the third annual SJD Nationals, we had it at Thunderbird RC Speedway. So let's talk about track, right? Obviously, it has that nostalgic feel of Wild Bill's, but also Jay was heavily involved, was a racer there as well. Not sure how did he help you out with track prep and stuff?
Jay, like back when at Wild Bills, oh yeah, like he was.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times guys like him, Maurice Goldner, would just grab a rake and they just knew what to do over time. My dad quarterbacking.
Yeah, I don't know. We're talking about the SJD race, but just a little bit about Jay. Dedicated. I mean, and we're talking about the SJD race, but there's just his dedication. We'll say rain or sun, he is out there. We've seen him,
or hurricane.
Yeah, we've seen him when the track is literally flooded
and on fire.
And then he caught it on fire to help the situation, and it came out to be a great night of racing. So obviously, whenever we knew when we were over there, we knew what he was going to put his best in. I think he puts his best in no matter what at that track. So location is kind of middle of nowhere. It's kind of let's talk about where it's at, like amenities, like when it comes to sleeping. How far do you have to drive out?
Yeah, there's not much in that area. My hotel that I stayed at for SJD and WFO was probably 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Roughly, I think that's like the closest one.
Yeah.
So it was in a Motel 8. Not the greatest place, but
it was a great price.
Great price. Clean bed, clean shower.
Yeah. You made it back the next day.
Yeah.
And I don't think you caught anything, so that's always good.
No.
So, yeah, so we were fortunate. We're recording now in our new to us trailer, so we were able to sleep the night there. Honestly, it was just a really good atmosphere. It just felt, to me, I used to, do off-road racing, so it kind of felt like that, where everybody's hanging out. There's nobody really there to mess with you, so you can spend there all night. And
Yeah, the only person that's going to mess with you is maybe some kind of animal.
yeah, no, definitely,
Deer.
or his kids. I'm just saying. No, but it was a great experience. Obviously, on our part, this was kind of like a last minute deal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the decision to have the SJD Southern Nationals this year didn't happen until probably September,
Yeah.
maybe late August.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to
and
find a place for it that late in the year is very difficult.
not only that, and then also trying to not step on anybody else's weekend of racing. Unfortunately,
We did.
we did. I didn't know. I didn't know until maybe a couple of weeks before.
I think it was about a week or two before.
Four-way had their
Nutter butter.
Nutter Butter race. Yeah,
Memorial
so
race.
we've been to that before. Obviously, Four-way's a great place, but we apologize for that. Not intentional. So hopefully this year,
Hopefully in
or next year, 2026, we will do better. But let's talk about entries right now that we're talking about how late in the year and how late we decided. What was it? What was the total car count?
I think we were at 91.
91.
entries.
Yeah.
Not terrible, but compared to the last couple of years that we've had it, it was down.
Yeah.
Couple of reasons for that. Probably one, scheduling it that late in the year.
Definitely.
It was in November, right? So that's late in the race season already.
Yeah.
Cold outside, temperature change, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully in 2026 we can get well over 100.
No, definitely. So I myself, I think I just ran midget, and then
Yeah.
little Victor ran. My son ran the late model, which was really awesome. It was a really great racing night. I know yourself, you didn't really race. You didn't race at all.
Correct. Yeah, just
Yeah, Robert-
practice
Yeah.
in between the
You raced-
rounds.
yeah,
Just-
and you helped RD.
Yeah, be
Kinda-
more hands on this year.
Yeah. And I just
Yeah.
raced street stock and kind of helped with tech and kind of walked around and just
Yeah.
helped take care of whatever needed to be done.
What did you race, Gerber?
I pulled the Silky and ran 3 classes.
How did
Mud
you
Boss.
do?
Yeah, I TQ'd Mud Boss, finished second. Late model, C main, the A main.
Wow.
And
Is
street
that because it
stock
was dark
broken.
outside and you
Yeah, I
couldn't
think it was
drive
dark. The sun went down. I was fast again.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Eric is not the best driver or setup person during the daylight, but for some reason at nighttime, it comes alive.
yeah, I
I'm not
think.
the best setup guy at all.
Is it like
you
is
set
you
it up, I can drive.
you're looking for a challenge, or what is it like? You can go get your money's worth out of this deal.
Yeah, why just run 3 races?
And then you
when I
got
can run 5?
you got certain obstacles you got to deal with. There's this guy named Roy. We're gonna go ahead and put him out on blast. Our boy Roy. I don't know what his problem is.
He likes
He
to
was
go.
kind of scared to come tonight, I guess.
Yeah,
He likes to go fast, but he don't like to turn left.
I think he thinks about it, and the process of just completing that task sometimes does not reach.
Yeah, down the straightaways, he's like, "Oh, I know that guy."
I think it depends how much
Check in
beer
on
he
him.
has.
No, so
tonight.
definitely between you and Roy, turns out to be a very interesting race.
Sometimes
Everywhere
it
we
makes
go.
makes
It's
Eric's
always
racing-
fun. It's
No,
fun.
yeah,
Me and him
definitely.
just have fun. We'll wreck each other. Yeah, we don't get mad. Like I broke his car last week.
Hopefully, he doesn't wreck anybody else in the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Exactly.
off-road racing. I'm not sure what he's practicing for. I think he may have was in the E main today. I'm not sure, but
Wasn't
shout out.
last. I checked. He
shout
was-
out
he
to
was third
Roy,
to
you know.
last.
We give him a hard time.
We give him a
but
hard
he's part
time,
of
but
our
he's
group.
honestly, Roy reminds me a lot of Silky.
Yeah.
Silky, man, he's missed. He's a character. Whenever he first friend requested me, it was a pimp.
You know who it was.
Who's this guy? So I obviously we're like, man, what are you doing? But then if you really look at it, that whole package that comes with Roy, it's pretty interesting. It's funny.
There's never a dull moment.
There's never a dull moment. I know he's a big fan of a five-turn motor and street stock. I'm not sure how he makes that happen, but
He hasn't yet, but
he
should
hasn't.
try.
But he's willing,
He's willing
to try. No, definitely. So obviously, this is our 3rd year with the SJD Nationals, right? We were heavily more involved this year with the whole
Promoting process.
promoting process. you know, we can all say honestly, the first year around, nobody knows what we didn't have a clue what we were doing.
Yeah.
Me and Victor just kind of like said we'll help you in whatever we can, and then I don't think we really helped him much.
No, I think we were more tied up in racing, and I think that's why I raced the midget class this year just to support the race, and then it's an SJD car that we created, and then obviously my highlight was to watch Ben's daughter and my boy Vic race up there, mixing it up with Earl Baxter, and you know,
they were doing a great job in late model.
No, so it was a very interesting race. So what do you think about? I mean, you've done race promotions before, haven't you, Robert?
Outside of SJD, no.
No.
Well, I guess you can consider his time at Wild Bill's kind of race
helping
promotions.
my dad maybe, but wasn't really paying attention back then.
Yeah.
He was just trying to race.
Yeah.
Not get yelled
And pack
at.
the track, run the tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow I was doing it wrong every time. Never fails.
But it seems like you fit in very well as an RD.
Yeah, well, like you said, you know, with Pops doing it all my life, you know, me seeing him call races at Wild Bill's, it just kind of
Yeah.
It's in the Chapman.
feels normal, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the Chapman way.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So
Let's move on to the trophies. That we had this year.
So the whole deal with trophies, shirts, is really trying to capture the Silky persona, I guess you could say. The
essence of Silky.
Yeah.
Like kind of what would Silky do? Or
I mean, it kind of has to be a little questionable, right? I mean, because he was a fan of the gray book, the gray areas in the rules.
He didn't like any rules. He didn't like anyone telling him.
Yeah. So trophies, first year we had Craig Boots create us some
3D
trophies.
They were
pretty cool. And then the following year, I think that throughout this whole process we had the same TQ chains, I believe, right? Yeah.
I don't know if we had them the first year. I think the first year we only had them for late model.
we only had it for
the dash.
That's true, the dash. We had the chains for the dash. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then we then incorporated the chains, the gold chains with the SJD logo on it.
Yeah.
And then this year we did the same. And then last year we did the square trophies with the stickers on them.
Yeah, the more traditional.
Yeah,
type.
Dwayne helps us out with sign it, which came out cool. You know, we did a drawing for every one of Silky's cars. So this year, it being late, and I really felt bad trying to put a burden on anybody. Like, hey, I need you to help me out.
I have trophies in like 4 weeks.
4 weeks, and but shout out to Paul. He's been with us since day one with door panels. I think that was a really good.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
That's a good idea. I think it was your idea, actually.
Yeah, it's always nice to go to a race and get something in return, even if it's just a memento of like going to that race. You know, I thought about that after we went to our first drag race at Super Chips race, and we got to keep the poker chips.
Yeah, that's true.
That was pretty cool.
So, from the perspective of designing something where it comes to shirts, trophies, I don't know what people think, right? That's the biggest stress thing for me. Getting the job done, getting the work done is not really the issue. It's like to be something creative that people are really going to like. I was really happy with the trophies this year. They were a nice size.
Yeah, I liked them. I mean, I got a third place one in street stock. And,
yeah, they were made out of wood, but it was what we could do at the moment. And then we stuck with the plaque, the TQ plaques. The chain. So I know last year we got a really good response out of that, and this year it seems like it was really good. I
liked the plaques this year.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the direction.
I've even seen a couple of people. Earl, off the top of my head.
Yes, I was going to say that.
He's wore the chain at other events.
Yeah, so
for other podium pictures.
Yeah, I spoke with Mike Babbitt, who is from that area, and they had a race the following week, I believe. And podium pictures, I seen Earl with the chain, and I asked Mike, "Hey, what's up with him?" Like, no, man, he loves that thing, and that's great. You know, Earl's an old school time racer. He comes from the real dirt track racing with shocks and factory 41 shocks.
Yes.
So just to see that appreciation from the older generation. Obviously, a younger guy, like, gold chain's cool.
Yeah.
So I think you got one too this year, right? And then you dropped it.
Yeah, I got it. And
He broke it. I was so excited he dropped it on the floor.
I didn't care about winning the race. I just wanted that damn necklace. That's the coolest thing I ever won, besides that check I got from you.
God, you had to throw that in there. Yeah.
I've won one of those chains all 3 years, and I won 10-5 sprint last year in Oklahoma, and I'd trade that first place plaque for a team.
Yeah. So trophies is, I think it was a success. And next year we're gonna, obviously, I think we're gonna keep going with that. We did wood this year. I think it was a little bit more work than I wanted it to be, but for the situation, I think it fitted in perfect. Next year we did something different with another sign that we just recently made, and to eliminate all the gluing process. I think I figured it out. So I think we're going with all acrylic to have actual gold and kind of fit the same thing. So I think next year trophies are going to be a little bit better. I think obviously having late model or something on it will go a little bit further. So like, hey, it's a late model class. So I think I really appreciate everybody's response when it comes to the trophy stuff.
Yeah,
so.
And as far as like overall experience, I had several people come up to me at the race and say they were having a great time. I didn't hear of any complaints this year, which it was good.
I'm gonna be honest. At the end of the night, I was like, "What did we do different?"
Yeah, I don't know if it's the location or the number of entries being lower, but something changed the atmosphere that day. I don't know what. I'm
not sure. So obviously we kind of hinted around a little bit. We already kind of a little bit talked about next year. Let's talk about next year, right? Just briefly. This year, we're going to add Ben to the group. Predominantly, it's been Robert, Kevin, and myself. Shout out to Ben. I don't want to go without saying this. This year, he helped us out. No questions asked. And he even DQ'd somebody.
Which, I mean, that's what the tech guy is supposed to do. He's supposed to follow the rules, and if someone doesn't like the rules or want to follow
now, there's a lot of things that comes with the tech guys, and we were not going to really iterate in that situation, but I really appreciate what he did. He gave that person the opportunity to fix it.
Correct.
And the next time he came around, you're done.
Yep, car was the same way.
Yeah, even Ben gave him parts to try to fix it.
Yeah. So I think Ben's going to be a really good asset to the team because he'll help us out. And obviously, we always take feedback from the guys at Gerber, Roy, and anybody else around us.
That's at the event.
But just to make decisions and try to help us out. Obviously, Ben is willing to cook for us. Shout out to him. I mean,
yeah,
he cooked for us this
year. He cooked for us this year. He always cooks for us whenever we go to WFO race. So next year, we don't really want to go into too much detail because we don't know, right? But we already initiated. All right, this is who's going to be involved.
Yeah. We
are planning to meet. Unfortunately, Ben couldn't meet with us today during today's event because he had obligations at work, whatever. But next year, let's just get in expectations.
Well, obviously, we want it to be bigger and better than it was this year. Like I said before, entries is going to help. We're going to try to have more and better raffle prizes. Short notice this year kind of left us scrambling.
And I also don't want to go without saying shout out to the people who did help us out. MR Customs, GFRP.
Yep. Sticky Kicks with the custom trays. I think that was
that was pretty cool. Yes. OGO came in. We were able to get a bag from OGO.
Yeah.
MKS servos. We had some power products. Did we?
We had a Hobby Wing ESC.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any motors.
No. Okay. Shout out to MR Custom. He pretty much shipped me 3 bodies. So it was 2 late models and one of their Mud Boss bodies, which you really don't see around here. I think I've only seen myself with one.
No. So Cody Smith.
Donated
a body for the novice class.
For the novice class, yes. Yeah. So that was, I think it was pretty much it. I mean, it was a hit. I was surprised
for the number of raffle tickets we sold.
Let's not forget Steve Crane.
Yeah,
Steve Crane was the very first person who reached out to us. Said if you needed some of that tire wash, it was the first one to send something. So shout out to Steve. He's always been he does a great job with WFOs, and he's always WFO, and then he's always willing to support.
He's always in our corner if we have questions.
Definitely. So
anything like that.
So next year, I think we got a kind of a list of things that we want to do. Obviously, we're still up in conversation of where the location is. That's not really something I want to dig into today, but I think this race, us being more involved, I think in the past we've been so tied up with racing that I think we kind of lost track of that. Shout out to Jay and Amanda for allowing us to have it there this year. From my perspective, there's a lot of things that I'd like to see. My overall expectation is for an experience for the racers and stuff, right? So
you want to have all the amenities and the cleanliness that you would expect to go to a race.
So we're looking forward to next year's race. Appreciate everybody who came out and supported that deal. We miss our boy Silky dearly. And we continue to try to represent him in the best way possible. So it was a very fun event.
It was.
Can't wait till next year. So
Robert, you got anything else to add?
Paul with Nobody Rapco, he helped.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
Panels.
No, yeah, like I said, from day one, he's been with us to help us out. I know he even threw some raps together.
Yeah, he even wrapped my car the day before.
Yeah. So shout out to him on that, and thanks to everybody who came out. Really, the raffle support was great. The sales of shirts was great. Everything was good. So, and obviously to Crystal and my son, they were pretty much dealing with the entries and all the sales of stuff. So I think she herself learned a couple of things
moving forward
for that. And I want to kind of just people to understand how much effort we put in. Like this trailer that we're currently sitting in,
you spent a lot of nights.
I spent a lot of nights and weekends trying to get this thing going so we can set it up, and it worked out all really good. So far we're here now. It's working. Obviously, we're going to try to help improve that process, but definitely looking forward to next year's race. We learned a lot. I can't wait for that. So
yep, I'm ready for next year already.
Yeah, definitely.